These Poke Streets ain't big enough for the both of us, KyKy.
Well, if you won't leave, then I guess I'll have to make you.
You ready?
Yeah, and let's keep it positive.
We're playing roulette.
Positive roulette?
Whatever the fuck that means.
Is it full of shit or is it full of hits?
Nothing.
Oh, shit.
Well, guess that's kind of how roulette fucking works.
Whoa! Not cool, dude.
What?
Gun violence has no place in Pokemon.
Weren't we just playing roulette?
Yes?
And you get eliminated whenever you pull a hit?
Correct.
So what the fuck did you think roulette was?
I don't know, I've just seen a lot of negativity in the Pokemon community lately. And I just think Pokemon should always be about positivity, friendship, and lifting each other up. There's just no reason to tear other creators down.
However, I know everybody in this industry.
What?
Distributors, sponsors, brands. The guy who prints the fucking packs.
There's a pack guy?
There is now. You like getting Pokemon cards?
Yes.
Do you enjoy MSRP?
Please don't.
Then you better watch your fucking mouth.
Anyway, remember to spread kindness, support each other, and keep this hobby positive.
Or else.
Since I spent an ungodly amount of time filming and editing together two grown men having a fucking Pokemon gunfight, apparently the beef is ended. KyKy reached out to Hyper and apologized for his bullshit. Hyper apologized also and accepted his apology. Everybody kissed and made up, and now KyKy and his little Hype House crew can go back to opening packs and playing Pokemon Roulette as normal. Beautiful. Except I still want to talk about this part because obviously I was not offended or upset about the dark humor Pokemon Roulette skit that Hyper did. And it's not even if KyKy has the right to be offended by Hyper's dark humor video. Because of course he does. He has the right to be offended because his brother died in a traumatic way involving a firearm. If he's randomly scrolling through Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts and sees Hyper skit and the shit hits him differently because of what he's lived through, I can't tell that man how to feel. You can think his joke sucks. You can think the video's tasteless. You can make an entire other video saying how it crossed the line for you. The problem is everything that came after that.
Recently, there has been a new breed of content creator, if we'd like to call them that.
That shit right there. What the fuck is a wannabe content creator? Because Hyper makes videos that get a shitload of views and likes. He writes skits, he films them, he edits them, he posts them online, but a shitload of people watch and like them. That sounds suspiciously like a content creator. At what subscriber count do you become a real one? 10,000? 50,000? 100K? Do I get a fucking ceremony? Does YouTube send me a little cap and gown that says I've graduated to becoming a YouTube content creator? Congratulations, Tyler, you are no longer a pretend Pokemon YouTuber. Like, come on, bro. That's where it stopped sounding like, hey dude, this joke genuinely bothered me, and started sounding like, you're beneath me, I'm better than you, you suck. And that is the part that I can't stand. And then we get to the line where KyKy poured gasoline over the entire thing.
I'm just gonna say at the end of the day, if you were ever trying to make money in this business, I know everybody, so you're gonna keep paying for your packs.
If you're ever trying to make money in this business, I know everybody, so keep paying for your packs, bitch. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Like seriously, is there some magical interpretation of this sentence that I'm missing? All I know is that when a massive creator tells a small creator, I know everybody in this business, and then follows it with, keep on paying for your packs, bitch. What are us normies supposed to take away from that? Because to me, that sounds an awful lot like, I got access that you don't have, and I got relationships that you haven't built, and you might want to remember that before you fuck with me. Now, I'm not saying that KyKy actually called Pokemon companies and sponsors and brand deals or whatever and had Hyper canceled or blacklisted. I have zero evidence that that happened, but it sure sounded like he wanted to. Like, the implication of that statement is fucking gross. Because there's this weird little hierarchy developing in the Pokemon community, especially on the TikTok side, where free product, brand access, followers, followers and money have now turned into a social credit score. It's your social ranking and tells people how involved with the Pokemon community you are, or how dedicated to Pokemon you are. And it's all fucking bullshit. You got creators who get flown places, creators who get free boxes, you got creators who know everybody. And then apparently underneath them, you got us peasants who pay MSRP or market price for packs. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys buy Pokemon packs, you brokies. What a fucking tragedy. Imagine paying for packs, paying for Pokemon, paying for the thing that your entire channel is built around. It's a crazy concept. Couldn't be me. And this is where the whole thing becomes bigger than just KyKy and Hyper situation, is I don't give a shit how many followers someone has. And I don't care what companies, their sponsorship, brands, whatever, send them products. And I really don't care how many Pokemon CEOs they have saved in their fucking iPhone. Because none of that gives you authority over another content creator. You don't get to decide who a real content creator is. And you don't get to decide who gets to criticize you. And you definitely shouldn't be waving around your industry connections and your brand deals the second somebody makes a piece of content that you don't like. That's corny as fuck. Now let's talk about Hyper for a second, because I'm not giving his ass a complete pass either. Hyper, bro, I think you folded. What is up with this public apology bullshit? Like, I'm sorry, but I like some of Hyper's shit. I've seen a lot of his videos. I hated the Electabuzz one, but whatever. But honestly, I think a lot of his videos are funny. And personally, I wouldn't have deleted the original video. I know he did it on his own fruition, like he did it because he himself didn't like it. He deleted it before the KyKy trash talking video. But the skit wasn't even about KyKy. It didn't name him. It was parodying a trend in the Pokemon community literally called Pokemon Roulette, by taking the roulette part into an actual elimination, how Russian roulette is actually played. That's the joke. Was it dark? Yes. Could somebody hate it? Sure. But that's what happens whenever you make literally anything on the internet, anything remotely interesting, somebody is gonna hate it, somebody's gonna have a problem with it. And then Hyper found out exactly what happened to KyKy's brother, and he's like, holy shit, dude, I'm sorry that this brought those memories back, my bad. That part I understand. That's empathy. That's being a normal person. But where I think Hyper probably went too far with his apology is he absorbed complete responsibility for something there's no way he could have known. Like, he didn't research KyKy and his family tragedies and write out a whole script and act out a skit just to torture this man. You made a Russian roulette joke based around a Pokemon trend called Pokemon Roulette, which is based around Russian roulette, where people actually get eliminated. There's the difference. Like, he obviously didn't need to take responsibility. He didn't know that this was gonna bring up some crazy family trauma for somebody that he's never even met. Like, I respect Hyper for trying to squash it and end this beef, but personally, I think he's beating himself up way harder than he needs to. So then KyKy apologized, and I know this is where I'm supposed to give some like clean, diplomatic YouTube answer. Well, we can't know what's in his heart. He made a mistake and he apologized, and now everybody learned and is gonna grow from this amazing experience. Nope, I don't buy it, not one bit. I can't prove what KyKy was thinking when he apologized. I'm not in that man's head. But if you're asking me what I think happened, I think somebody sent him the video, or he saw that video from Hyper, and he heard that Hyper had like already blocked him and then deleted it. He got offended by the video, he didn't like it, whatever, so he did what every other TikToker does. He goes straight to TikTok and makes this nasty, spiteful, little disgusting video about how he knows everyone in the hobby, gonna get his fucking brand deals taken away, talking shit, and he was thinking everyone was gonna be on his side, and then Opossum Bud made a video, and Kira made a video, and it all popped the fuck off. So then I think the internet handed him his fucking ass for the next couple days, and he probably lost a bunch of followers and had people reach out to him, and he saw all the nasty comments that were happening. And then after that realization, he's like, ooh, this is a bad look. I'm losing a lot of followers. I'm gonna need to make an apology about this. Maybe I'm wrong. It's completely possible, but I would bet a paycheck that he made that stupid ass apology, and then he went right back into his little hype house mansion with all his little pack ripping homies, and they all started talking shit. Would that apology have happened if Kira and Opossum Bud and them hadn't made these crazy videos that popped off and everybody realized what a spiteful asshole he is? No, I don't think so. And even if the public statement didn't completely sell me, KyKy did say he shouldn't have said what he said. Good. He said he didn't understand the weight his words would carry. Okay, but dude, you have over 1 million followers across all platforms. You're literally talking about knowing everyone in the business, everyone in the industry. And now you're pretending that you didn't know that you had influence. Like, that's literally what made the original statement such a big flex and look so nasty. Like, you can't say, I know everybody in this fucking industry, and then in the same breath also say, I didn't know the weight my words would carry, I'm sorry. Like, that's bullshit. And then I actually pay for my packs. I don't even know why I said that. You said it because in that moment, you wanted to remind the small creator, wanted to remind Hyper that you have something that he doesn't. Access, connections, status. Whether you meant that as an actual threat or you just wanted to big dick him for 30 seconds, I don't know, but that's how it came across. And judging by the response this whole situation has gotten, the breakout from Opossum Bud and Kira and Erica Collects and Roxandy and whoever else, I clearly wasn't the only one who had this opinion. And the other thing that bothers me about this apology is KyKy's original response, last I checked, was still up. Meanwhile, the public acknowledgement and apology was an Instagram story that's going to disappear after a couple hours. Now, he also apparently apologized to Hyper privately, and Hyper accepted it, and the beef between them is apparently squashed. But publicly you swung at someone, and then the cleanup gets a couple hours on an Instagram story. I don't love that. If you're willing to publicly try and make someone look like a piece of shit, I think you should equally be willing to publicly state and make a video about how you were wrong about this part. Not hide it, not delete the history, not only privately and not even say anything about it. Still leave the video up about you talking shit. Just own it. And before anybody gets fucking weird, this is not a public statement saying to go harass KyKy and talk shit about his brother. Don't be saying homophobic shit in the comments. I don't think we should contact his sponsors and make sure his life is destroyed. Like, I think that's loser behavior. I don't like cancel culture. I think it's bullshit. We have freedom of speech on here for a reason. And more importantly, none of that has anything to do with the criticism. Like, the easiest criticism to make out of any of this garbage is a large creator got offended by a smaller creator's video. Larger creator talks down to him, invoked his industry connections. The internet publicly told him that he's a dumbass, and he eventually apologized. And that's the story. We don't need anything else. And this is also why I'm getting tired of the word hate. Not liking what somebody did or somebody made, or not liking the way somebody came across is not hate. And criticism isn't harassment. Saying, hey, that thing you said publicly was shitty. That's not bullying. If you need a definition on what bullying versus hate is, go watch Kira's video. Sometimes people are genuinely bullying you, and sometimes people genuinely hate you, and other times you just did some dumbass shit that people noticed, especially when you have 1 million or more followers across all platforms. And if Pokemon creators want this to feel like an actual community and not some fraternity, hype house, lone wolf bullshit, then we need to actually be able to tell each other when we're acting like assholes. So yeah, the KyKy apologized, Hyper accepted it, apparently they're all good. I hope so. I hope Hyper goes back to making his funny, weird-ass videos. And I hope KyKy goes back to doing whatever the fuck he does. But them squashing their personal beef doesn't magically make the original behavior disappear, especially when it's still up. And I don't have to pretend the apology convinced me because it's the polite thing to do. Hyper can forgive him and accept the apology. That's his decision. And I can still think the whole thing is fucking bullshit. Because the biggest takeaway from all this shouldn't be that people shouldn't make dark humor comedy or dark humor Pokemon videos. You can make whatever the fuck you want. It should be that your follower count and how much money you have and your sponsorships and brand deals, whatever, don't give you authority. Free booster boxes don't make you Pokemon royalty. And knowing everybody in this industry doesn't make you better than the motherfucker who still has to pay for his packs. At the end of the day, we're all grown adults making stupid ass videos about shiny cardboard with fake monsters on it. And maybe everybody needs to remember that once in a while. Anyway, apparently I don't know anybody and I don't have any subs and I'm just a wannabe content creator. So if you'll excuse me, I have some packs to go pay for.
See, we're all adults here.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I know everybody.
Oh, you motherfucker.